Welcome to Istanbul, Turkey for the 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifier between Turkey and Belgium. What a game we have here for you today. Turkey's World Cup hopes hanging by a thread if results do not go their way this weekend. Chances of being on a plane to Asia next year for the World Cup will be virtually over. The pressure is as big as it can get here in Istanbul. Here's the schedule today. Tipping off around about an hour ago, Greece take on Latvia. We've got Turkey, Belgium here, and then this day will be closed out with Great Britain against Serbia, tipping off in around about an hour's time in Newcastle. This is how the group looks at the moment. Latvia in touching distance of the World Cup. Our teams here in third for Belgium, fifth for Turkey. Great Britain propping up the group at the moment with a 1-5 record. So much to play for. With just 2 qualification windows remaining, only one of the 12 places from the European qualification region have been secured. Maybe quite surprisingly, it was Finland that secured it, and several more will be snatched this weekend. Belgium now being introduced to the crowd here in Istanbul. Outsiders at the start of qualification, they're ranked 16th in Europe. Put in some big performances. They've beaten Serbia twice on their way to sitting third in this group, and they are getting close. Coach Georgia and his team of coaches have got this team working well together and got them close. Now the home team, Turkey, being introduced to the crowd. Find themselves in a bit of a tough spot right now though, Turkey, on a 2-win, 4-loss record. Realistically, of the 4 games that they've got left to play, they're probably going to need to win 3 of them. And even then, it might rely on a head-to-head record to snatch one of those 3 spots that are available in this group. However, if they can pick up 2 wins from 2 here in this qualification window, it really puts them back in the race and on the front foot. And it also, from a neutral's perspective, it's going to feel a bit weird, a World Cup without Turkey being there. They've been to every World Cup since the turn of the century, and it's only 12 years since they picked up that World Cup silver here in Istanbul. Coaches go to work. Coach Ataman is ready. He knows what the job is at hand today. Nothing but a win, a convincing win as well. They need to build momentum right now. We will take a break in commentary as we respect the national anthems for both Belgium and Turkey. Belgian national anthem will be first, then the Turkish. Well, if you weren't ready for today's game before the national anthems, you certainly are now. The crowd here in Istanbul, in fine voice, they are ready to raise the roof and push their team to the win. Players exchange pleasantries on the half court. Here's our officiating crew: Boris Krajic, Lorenzo Baldini and Sergei Zaschuk from Slovenia, Italy and the Ukraine respectively. That's a good officiating crew for what should be a really, really good game here today. Both these teams capable of playing at the highest levels. On a normal night, you would say Turkey are favourites for this, but Belgium have looked good in recent months. Consistency within their roster has helped them for sure. But Turkey just have a little bit more right now. And will the need for that win for Turkey have a part to play here today? Both teams going into their final preparations, locking in, ready for the battle that's ahead of them. You have a feeling this game could go for the full 40. I don't think we'd be surprised if this one had overtime tagged on the end of it. A little bit of free basketball. It's always the best basketball. Both these teams very, very good. Different styles of play these two teams will look to put onto the floor, but it'll be interesting to see how that counteracts one another as we build towards the tip-off here. Just under 3 minutes to go. Looks like we're going to have a pretty big crowd here. Here's the starting five for Belgium: Lecomte, Mwema, Gillet, Libert and Bacco as a starting five. Very familiar faces and names now within this roster. Plenty of faces that were also in the 12 at Eurobasket in the summer. Belgium finishing up 14th in that tournament, as we see head coach Dario Georgia really build a reputation, bringing back a lot of that Eurobasket roster as well. As I said, consistency is the key for them. It has provided them with a real edge at times, some cohesion, real team understanding in that Belgium roster. But what can Turkey bring to the floor? They look like they're ready to go. Fully focused, and there's no two ways about it. The crowd will be behind them 100%. Here's the starting five for Turkey: Wilbekin, Bitim, Saiba, Haltali, and Sipahi is the starting five, but there's a ton of talent coming off the bench as well for Coach Ataman. He too brings back plenty of his Eurobasket roster. For Turkey, they ended up in 10th position again. I'm sure they weren't happy with 10th, but it was a better performance than Belgium. They'll take some solace from that. And Coach Ataman will want to get off to a good start here tonight. Get the crowd involved, get the noise levels up, increase the pressure on Belgium, really make that home court advantage pay. Because here in Istanbul, it truly is a home court advantage. As we see the Tissot countdown to tip-off timer, under a minute to go. And what better time than now to get your phones out and download the official FIBA Basketball World Cup app, available on Android and iOS. It's not going to cost you a penny, but it is going to bring you an absolute ton of stuff directly to your phones. Previews, reviews, loads going on right now within that app. No excuses. Get it downloaded straight away. As we wait for the fives to come to the floor. As I said, these two teams coming off the back of Eurobasket in the summer. They did face each other in the group stage of Eurobasket. Turkey looking good that day, coming away with a 15-point win. As I say, Turkey finishing 4 spots above Belgium ultimately in that tournament as well. That will give them confidence coming into today's game. And as I said, not quite mathematically a must-win game, but for Turkey, you do believe that they probably have to pick up 2 wins this weekend. Belgium here today, and then on the road to Serbia on Monday. Arena MC getting the crowd hyped, whipped up. That's where they need to be. Strap yourselves in. This could be a phenomenal game of basketball today. And we're underway here in Istanbul, the 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifier between Turkey and Belgium. So much to play for both these teams. Crowd in it straight away. Shot is short, rebounding battle is won. Oh, what a way to start the game for Belgium. Huge offensive board for Bako. Hammers it down. That took a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the crowd, but they're back at it straight away. Bitim back to Wilbekin. Wilbekin looking for options in front of him. A little bit static at the moment, Turkey. Belgium's defense trying to deny the passing lanes. Step back, Bitim, short. Rebound into the hands of Lecomte. Oh, lovely crossover. Has to come back out to Mwema. Back to Bako. Physical defense here from Turkey. Shot goes up and is good. Early 4-point lead for Belgium. Once again, Bako with the score. Wilbekin feeds the post. Altali does all the hard work with good footwork along the baseline, but can't get the score. Foul's going to be called. Sapahi with the foul whistled against him, just reaching in on Lecomte. Little pick and roll, Lecomte and Baka. Oh, slides down the paint. Reaches up high, the wingspan on Makwa. Sorry, on Bako is phenomenal. Early 6-0 lead. Bitim drives baseline, goes in, gets the score. All out Bitim. Gets Turkey off the mark. Look at the power and strength. Ends up having to almost lay it in backwards. Gillet called for the foul. He's first of the game. Belgium's first foul of the game. 2 minutes in and already we're seeing a really nice physical, high-energy battle as Bitim converts the three-point play and halves Belgium's lead in the blink of an eye. Lecomte. Into the corner. Lecomte step back jumper. The rattle no good. A rebound for Cyber. Bitim wide open. Doesn't take the three though. Ah, the pass is a little bit behind. Yitjan Cyber. Wilbekin hits the three and ties the game. And this game already has almost a fourth quarter feel about it, which is unbelievable at this stage. If this level of intensity and passion stays for the 40, we're in for an absolute stormer. Bako has it stripped away by Wilbekin. Turkey out at the races. Spin move, Bitim does get the roll. Everybody in the arena just holding their breath on that one. Mwema hands it to the wing. Foul's going to be called. Who's that on? It's on Sapahi. I think it might be his second. Bako keeps that pivot foot planted. It is Sapahi's second. Be interesting to see if Coach Ataman keeps him in the game. Two very early fouls. Lecomte now hands it off to Bako. Bako looking to feed the low post. Bats it back and Mwema. Shot clock at 2. He's going to have to put it up. He does. No good with the roll. And Bako is causing Turkey a lot of problems right now. He can only knock it out of bounds this time, but They are struggling to keep him off the offensive boards. Sapahi brings it up over the half. To Wilbekin. Pick and roll with Kabaicha. For the three. Oh, string music from the top. Kabaicha nails the triple. Turkey with a 5-point lead now. An 11-0 run in response to the 6-0 start from Belgium. Out of bounds, Lecomte. And Turkey have quickly flipped the script right here. There's the three ball from Kabaicha. Sapahi now. Going to look to use his size advantage over Lecomte. Double team has to come. Quick ball movement. Wilbekin, long corner two. No good. And Wemmer with the rebound. Oh, wow, that was a tough pass. It's going to turn the ball over, though, as it came off Bako's hand. Jurge is going to use his coach's challenge very early. This is a new introduction. Any game that has the video review system in place for the referees to review, the coaches can challenge. So, Coach Jurge is going to challenge this. So he can challenge a refereeing decision if he thinks a mistake has been made. He can only challenge the calls that referees could normally review with the video system. Here he's challenging whose possession it should be. He gets one challenge per game, both coaches do. Once they've made their challenge though, that's it. Even if they're right and the call has to be reversed, they will not get another challenge. Very early for him to use this, and it's going to take a while, I think, for coaches to fully understand the tactical advantage to this. Unless that's off the foot of Bako, can't see it. If it is or it isn't, it looks like it came off the hand of Kabaicha, but does it come off the foot? Seen several examples of the coach's challenge being used already in other of the qualifiers around the world. As the officials try to look this one through, it really does come down to, does it come off his foot? It doesn't look like it does there. Let's see what they say. His challenge has been rejected. It will remain Turkey ball on the baseline. So Coach Jurge has used up his challenge. He doesn't get to make any more challenges. Coach Atterman still has his challenge in place. Very early to use that coach's challenge. For Belgium's sake, I hope he doesn't live to regret that in case a call comes up later that he'd like to question. Baseline dribble, a little bit too much from Bittim. It's knocked away. It will remain Turkey ball on the baseline. Plenty of time on the shot clock for them to work with. It's a nice spin move, but Mwema is there. Sapahi now gives it off to Wilbekin. Wilbekin, little soft right hand floater, not soft enough, but the rebound falls kindly to Saiba. Kabaicha sets the screen to the corner to Saiba though. Oh, little run in left hand. And Mwema hands it back to Lecomte. Lecomte, pick and roll. Gillet, little off right and short. Turkey looking pretty confident right now. Everything going through Bittim. No, my goodness me. He's got a bit of a young Blake Griffin way he plays the game almost. Lecomte misses, but there's a quick putback as Ismail Bako just cleans up everything on the offensive glass right now. That's 8 points for him already. No one else yet to score for Belgium. That will be a concern for coach Georgia. Kabaicha throws it down with the one hand, and the way that Turkey is spacing the floor, the fluidity, and the team offense they're running at the moment is working a dream. Belgium struggling to stop them getting to wherever they want to get the scores. Belgium running pick and roll heavily at the top right now. Lecomte, mid-range jumper, in and out. Rebound falls kindly to Cybier. Foul's going to be called on Lecomte. Just a mismatch in the size. Lecomte standing at 180 and Sipahi at 197. 17-centimeter difference. Quite a few kilo difference as well is always going to have an impact. First over 6.5 minutes has flown by of this game. Kabaicha slides in, finger roll for two. And that's going to push coach Georgia into a timeout, maybe earlier than he'd have wanted to. But Turkey are just finding it way too easy to get to the basket right now. After what was a relatively slow start, they have hit the afterburners right now. Let's jump into his huddle and see what the Belgian coach has to say.
Listen, we go with a squeeze. So any pick, squeeze and goal under. Three screen, make a show. Okay, we need to change because this is too easy.
Belgium had a hot start, started taking a little bit of the noise out the arena. They had a 6-0 start to the game, but Turkey have returned that with a 17-2 run, giving them a 9-point lead with a little over 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Turkey don't look to be affected by the pressure that's on their shoulders right now. They are playing freely, enjoying the game and really performing at a high level. Akizila into the game for Belgium. His first taste of the action here in Istanbul. Receives the welcome that most away teams get. Mwema, move to the corner. Libert, no good. Rebound eventually pulled in by Kabaicha. Dimelu will slow it down now. Back to Wilbekin. Oh, splits the defense. Kabaicha is fouled hard. They're asking for an unsportsmanlike foul on Akizila. I'm not sure they're going to get it. Let's see if the officials want to review. I think they do. They are going to go to the screen and review it. I don't think it's on a coach's challenge. That is one of the things a coach can challenge, an upgrade or a downgrade of the severity of a foul call from regular to unsportsmanlike, or the other way round. Doesn't look like it to me, but this is a game I always like to play. I'm sure you'll join in at home. Do you think that was an unsportsmanlike foul or not? Or maybe it was, actually. That angle really doesn't help Thomas Akizila's case, as he is basically just holding on to arms to stop Kabaicha going to it. Yeah, it's been upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul, so Turkey will get 2 shots and possession. Kabaicha to the line. One of the players that was part of the roster at Eurobasket. Didn't get a huge amount of time on the floor. The 21-year-old gradually building his place in this senior roster right now. He's played in 5 of the qualifiers so far, but had a little under 9 minutes a game. And his minutes aren't going to go up if he misses his free throws. Makes it hard for a coach to have you on the floor. Coach Atterman already past that play and on to the next. As Turkey get possession after the unsportsmanlike. Oh, that looked like a great move from Cyber, but foul's going to be called as Tabou is wrestled by Asdimolu. Just getting arms locked into one another. Scotty Wilbekin will come out of the game. Into the action comes Mamoutalou. What can Belgium build now? Tough to come to Istanbul. Tough to try and come back from 9 down. Doesn't look like the kind of offense that they should be leaning on. If that's the shot they want, they can have that at any point in the 24 seconds. Kavaicha rattles home a 3, and Turkey are in full flow here in Istanbul. They are treating the crowd to a wonderful first quarter performance so far. Tabou feeds to the low post. Van Vliet hands it off now. Skips it. Akiazilla. Too many passes really from Belgium here. They've had opportunities and lanes to attack. Pass inside. Van Vliet too heavy. Almost smart defense by Mamoutalou. Not stepping up. Just stepping back, and that almost added more pressure to the play really. Mamoutalou trying to lose Akiazilla. Moves it through to Cyber. That shot's no good, and Wimmer will hand it over. Akiazilla. Little hesitation on the dribble, created the space, and smart play. Andy Van Vliet just there to have the softest of putbacks. Into the final minute now of this first quarter. After a strong start for Belgium, it's been one-way traffic in favor of Turkey. Bit him, catch, shoot. Off the back of the iron and away. Tabou pulls down the long rebound. And Wemmer, a lane opened up for a brief second. That remained Belgian ball though, as Dezou looks to find the corner, but it's tapped out. 29.3 seconds left in this first quarter. Turkey with an impressive 10-point lead so far. Belgian ball on the sideline. Tabou pulls up, 3 ball, rattles it home. How big is that score? Brings Belgium back to within 7. If they can be within single digits, that's not a bad place considering how the last 7 or 8 minutes of the game has gone for them. Osmani now hands it off. A little bit of a weave at the top for Turkey. Step back, Asdimolu nails the 3. Close out the first quarter. He's greeted with plenty of smiles on the Turkish bench. Restores Turkey's 10-point lead. There's the step back. Cool, calm and collected. End of the first quarter here in Istanbul. It's Turkey 23, Belgium 13. Here are some of the shooting stats from that first quarter. As you can see, Turkey shooting the ball well from outside. Belgium really struggling. But this is early going. Still 30 minutes of this game to go. Plenty more twists and turns ahead of us here. Here are some of the top plays of that first quarter for Belgium. Well, one man really went to work early on, Ismail Bako. He helped them get to their early 6-0 lead, but then it was nearly one-way traffic for the rest of the quarter. 23-13 at the end of the quarter, as Turkey just looked comfortable. They looked confident. I'm not seeing a Turkish team play like this in a game I've covered for a while. There don't seem to be any nerves to them. They want to come out, they want to dominate early, want to control the game, want to impose themselves on the game early. That is exactly how they should be playing. News from around this group. Cover your ears for a few seconds if you don't want to know what the game between Greece and Latvia, how that one's going. 4:41 left in the third quarter there. Latvia up 52-38 right now. For Latvia, this is a big game. If Latvia win today and either Belgium or Serbia lose, then Latvia will have booked their place at the World Cup next year. So a big scoreline for Latvia right now, on the road, leading by 15 over Greece. Second quarter action underway here in Istanbul. Turkey lead by 10 over Belgium at the end of the first quarter. Remember, this is a big, big game, a 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifier, no less. As Dumalu misses with the first shot of the second quarter, but it's pulled down by Hazac. He's got the mismatch that he wanted, goes inside. Soft right hand, not soft enough. Rebound secured by Van Vliet. Akizilla now. Off the side of the backboard there, just slightly off track. Sideline ball for Turkey. That one inbounded to Özdumalu. Çabaiça comes in as Dumalu. What a play! Wow, that is tough. Dush Özdumalu just stayed with the play. Look at the hang. Look at the focus. Watch this. Gets hit on the arm, does not take his eyes off the prize and gets the score. And Vliet with the foul. Was Dumalu heading to the free throw line, and this is an impressive Turkish team. Playing with the swagger and the confidence you'd expect. Converts the three-point play, and Turkey's lead stretches out to 13 now. Tabu. Little shake, little hesitation, has to fade away, and Belgium's offense is all about the individual. At the moment, there is no team offense being offered by Belgium at all. It's all just individuals using one screen and trying to create on their own. And that is not how you win at this level. It is really hard to win at this level unless you have a world-class superstar, and Belgium just don't have that at the moment. They do have a bucket there from Akizilla, but they don't have that superstar that's going to be able to drop 30 to 40 points, which is what they would need to play that style here today. Hazac now at the top, uses the screen from Haltali. Quick ball movement. Oh, and they drain another three. This time it's Mahmoudalou. Belgium out of the races. That's a smart move. I like that from Belgium. If they're struggling to get scores, increase the tempo a little bit. Dazou this time, finding it easy out in transition. As Taboo slams Halatali to the floor. Halatali back on his feet quickly, though. Let's have a look at that wrestling match, yeah. No real surprise for Taboo. Stands at 1.90 m. Halatali comes in at 206, 16 centimeters and a fair few kilos. Osmani with the score, and at the moment Turkey are getting scores wherever they want them in transition on the penetration from deep. However they want to score, Turkey are making it happen right now, and Belgium can't stop them. Taboo will nail the three, though. Now a little bit of individual talent is just keeping Belgium within touching distance of Turkey. 3 minutes gone now in this second quarter. Turkey still with a good 11-point lead, though. As Dumalu passes it inside, one-handed flush. Azac with the one-hander. Samardzic slows it down. 23-year-old looking for options in front of him. Taboo is the option to go to right now. Open on the wing again. Not this time, though. That one's short. Rebounding fight's going to come off Halatali. And credit to Tumba making a battle of it. Oh, lovely pass. Easy finish. The pass makes that one, though. Splits the defense in two. Beautiful vision. Akiazila comes back to Taboo. Waits for the Tumba screen. Tumba rolls hard, but the pass can't get to him. Akiazila puts the three up. Not sure if he was thinking that he could put the three ball up because Tumba might get the offensive rebound. I think we might see some changes from Coach Georgia. Oh, another three on automatic right now. Mamutalu. Oh, stunning. Looks to the crowd, a little cheeky smile. Turkey's lead to a game high 16 with that three. Samardzic looks to feed it inside. Where's the foul going to be called? I think it will be on Tumba. Yeah, he impeded Dumalu's progress to go and get the loose ball. Timeout's been called by Coach Georgia. No real surprise. His team trail by 16, a little over 5.5 to play in this second quarter. Let's listen to his huddle.
Listen, forget about that now.
Bu yıl şimdi sürekli skinlerden çıkıyor. Takip ediyorsun. Ama pikanın oynarken trap yapacağız. Trap yapacağız. Sen gardı alıyorsun, lekontu alıyorsun. Sen de diğer bir tane 5 numara var. Onu alıyorsun. Normal trap olduğu zaman hemen yardımlardasın. Ters taraf yardımlara geliyorsun. Hadi bakalım. Hadi.
Plenty of work for the Belgian coaching staff to work on, particularly with plays like that. Absolutely beautiful. Those kind of things don't get the credit they should. Look at the vision, the timing, the precision on the bounce pass, and the shooting excellence on display. That time from Mamutalu. Comes around the screen, footwork set, perfect form and follow through. Gets his just rewards with the 3 points on the board. Baseline ball for Belgium when they come back onto the floor. Dezu being guarded closely by Osmani. It will come back to the top for Belgium, though. Lecomte. Drives inside, swatted away. Good big hands from Ercan Osmani. Out in transition. Misses the trail. Altali couldn't quite get the score. I think fans would have gone a little bit too far if he had. They're ready for this one, the fans here in Istanbul. But they are every week, every game. These Turkish fans bring the noise. They bring the energy. Long three, comes up short. Altali almost grabs the rebound. Eventually it falls into Turkish hands. Tunçer now slows it down at the top. Tunçer, three, off target, big rebound inside, and another Altali this time. And eventually Belgium are able to secure a rebound. Tabu now needs to get it up over the half. Just gets it up over the half inside the 8. Don't think he was aware how much of the shot clock had gone. Libert to Tabu, steps back, fades away. Easy rebound for Osmani. And at the moment, I'd say one of the biggest issues that Belgium have is just their undersized nature. Their backcourt is definitely undersized. Turkey using that height advantage, that strength advantage that they have, with plenty of rim protection as well. Altali comes back now. Mehmetoğlu hands it off to Altali, and he'll get the score, and he'll go to the free throw line. Oh, look at it. Just the use of the head from Mehmetoğlu there. You just watch it. He just looks another way. There's the block the other way. Slaps it off the glass, Osmani. Altali now at the free throw line. A 19-year-old playing in his 4th of these qualifiers. Having his best game within the qualifiers, I would say, so far, as we see Köksal come into the game for the first time. Veteran guard ready to go. Add to what Turkey have already built. They're up by 18, almost doubling Belgium's score so far. Altali gets the score and will go to the bench as Kabaicha comes in. Libert hands it off to Lecomte. Libert inside, and again Belgium struggling to get that little mid-range game going. Lecomte waits for the screen from Toumba. And Muema inside to Toumba, but it's good defense once again by Turkey. Reading the game well. Pick and roll now for Turkey. Hazac loses possession. Belgium out of the races. Foul's going to be called on Tunçer. Belgium want an unsportsmanlike foul, but he wasn't the last player back, and he was just running across. There's the steal. Here's the progression. Is that Tunçer just fouling to stop the transition or not? They are going to go and review this one. No real surprise that they're reviewing. Interesting to see how they interpret this one. This is the replays that they're looking at right now. Again, you guys call it at home. Is that an unsportsmanlike foul or not? I imagine if you're a Turkish fan, it isn't. If you're a Belgian fan, it is. What do you neutrals out there watching this game think? That's a tough one. The cynic in me says it is, but I also think potentially there is a play at the ball there at first, but then he just gives up on the play at the ball. Oh, that's a tough one. That's one of the harder ones I've had in recent games. It is going to be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. That will give Belgium 2 shots and possession on the side. And will mean that Borrahan Tunça will have to be careful. Another one and he'd be out of the game as Bitim comes into the game. At the line now for the two is Libert. 70% prior to today's game. Hits the first of his two. One of many players within this roster that also was at Eurobasket in the summer. Has played in every single one of the qualifiers so far as well. Real mainstay, the veteran guard of Coach George's Belgium roster. Consistency has been key for them. That's where they found their success and really found a bit of an advantage over some of the other teams that have rotated their rosters maybe a little bit more freely. Foul's going to be called, this time on Kirksal. Coach Atterman looking calm, no real surprise. His team lead by 17 right now. Lecomte trying to lose Kirksal, but failing to do so right now. The defense is just sprawling. Shot clock runs out, and that gets chalked down to one man and one man alone. Goxon and Kirksal just everywhere. The 31-year-old might have a few years on his legs, but he looked as sprightly as a 20-year-old there. Great defense, a real good example from a veteran player as well. Bitim, plenty of spins in his locker. Draws the foul from Manu Lecomte. Bitim will head to the line on that one. Just brings the conflict and the collision there. Bitim just draws that physicality in. Almost wants it, needs it in his game. As we see Lecomte head to the bench and Akiazilla come back in. Bitim hits the first of his two. And the second takes his tally to 7 now. Alongside 4 assists and 2 rebounds. He's putting in a shift here today. Akiazilla loses the handle. And Wema will travel as the chair is pulled away on him. Belgium are struggling right now. Nothing going their way. This is not the Belgian team we've been used to seeing in these qualifiers. Bitim now brings it up over the half, going up against Akiazilla. Gabacha slides through for the easy score. Akiazilla brings it up over the half, and look at the defense that Kirksal is putting on right now. Chasing everything over screens, through screens, helping across. Gillet kicks it out. Libert, no good. Where's the rebound? It's hit the underside of the backboard, and that was off a Turkish hand, so it'll be a Belgian ball. Coach Georgia looking at his team of assistant coaches for some answers. At the moment, I'm not sure there is an answer to how Turkey are playing this game. They are absolutely playing at a high level. Catch and shoot, baseline is no good. Where's the rebound fall? Well, as usual, into a Turkish hand. This time it's Osmani. Bitim goes into a bit of a cul-de-sac, a dead end. Manages to reverse back out of that one, though. And that is an easy score. In fact, it was too easy that he didn't score. Wasn't expecting no defense, I don't think. Kabacha with the foul. Yeah, easy call for the officials, that one. And Mwema back to the top now to Lebert. Foul's going to be called. I think that one's going to be on Osmani. That will send Belgium to the free throw line as Turkey are in the penalty. 50.6 seconds left in this first half, and it has been a first half that, well, Turkey have been so impressive for the whole of this first half. They truly have. Very, very good throughout. You pick an aspect of the game, and yeah, they have been very, very impressive across the board as well. Rotations from Coach Ataman have been good. The level has stayed, the energy has stayed, no matter who's come onto the floor. This team seems to be facing all in the same direction, and when a Turkish basketball team does that, good things usually happen. Osmani comes out of the game. Back into the action comes Sipahi. Tunca now will bring it up over the half. 45 seconds left of this first half. Bitim. Oh, wow. Goes inside. Whoa, that would have been huge for Bitim if he'd hit it. The bucket springs it away, though. Akiazilla trying to use the advantage. Bitim comes back eventually after picking himself up off the floor, and the score. Big play, Ismail Bako. The big man has been one of the few bright sparks for Belgium in this first half. Let's have a look at it again. Just goes strong, draws the foul, but stays with the play. Here's the play at the other end of the floor. Oh, wow, I can see why he's frustrated. Gillet hits his arm pretty hard. Tough for officials to see that at full pace, though. Easy for us to see on a replay in slow-mo. Bitim heads to the bench. Cyber comes in. Kirksal comes out of the game as well. Wilbekin back into the action. Feels like an eternity since we've seen Scotty Wilbekin. Bako at the line now. 91% free throw shooter prior to today's game. Looks like he's going to get the free throw again. Encroachment into the lane. In fact, it looks like Kabac has been called for the foul on Gillet. So Gillet will go to the line for 2 shots now. Let's have a look. Yeah, absolutely. Right call. Kabac just asleep a little bit there whilst lining up for the rebound, and Gillet just got the jump on him. 20 seconds left now in this first half. 17-point lead for Turkey. Timeout being called by Coach Ataman. He wants to make the most of this final possession. He knows that this could potentially come down to baskets and head-to-head counts and a ton of other stuff. So he wants to make the most of it if he can. Let's jump into this Turkish huddle and hear what the coaching staff have to say.
Last 7 seconds. You play 2 for Scotty. But Scotty, Burak, come here also. You can check. Sen buradasın. You come there. Then you turn to Sadık side. Okay. Dikkat edin. Shot or Sadık will go. Okay.
Well, I think the one thing we can take from that timeout is don't expect anything to happen until 7 seconds before the end of the half, and then whatever happens is likely to go through Scotty Wilbekin's hands. So we'll look out for that for sure. And this is the where the coaches earn the big money. 20 seconds to go. You're leading by 16 points, but you want to make the most of every possession. You know how important every possession is. Let's see what action they run. They're going to swing it. Wilbekin comes to the top, takes the handoff. There's the 7 seconds. What's he going to run with it now? He's going to look for the baseline. It's not there. Takes a three-point shot instead. Clips the iron and away. That will be the end of the first half here in Istanbul. And a first half that the home team Turkey will be proud of. Halfway through this one, it's Turkey 43, Belgium 27. There's your shooting stats from the first half. Turkey doing a great job throughout. Belgium really struggling from outside. They'll need to pick that side of their game up if they're going to fight their way back into this one. Great job by Turkey so far, looking after the ball. Only one turnover in the first half. That says a lot about the lack of pressure maybe that Belgium are putting on to them. Here are your top scorers, both Kavacha and Bako, 12 points apiece for Turkey and Belgium respectively. 20 minutes down, Turkey half the job done here in Istanbul today, but still half a job to do. Here are some of the highlights from that first half of action. Belgium got out to a great start. Worrying if you were a Turkish fan, a 6-0 start to the game, but then something switched within the Turkish team and they came alive. Ended up 10 points up at the end of the first half. End of the first quarter, sorry. Increased that lead by a further 6 points in the second quarter with big plays like this from Bitim as he gets the roll on the iron in transition. And Turkey will be happy, and Coach Ataman will be happy, up by 16 in not mathematically a must-win game, but certainly it is a game they will want to win on their home floor if they have ambitions of making it to the World Cup next year. Kabaicha there leading the way throughout the first half. 12 points for him alongside 2 rebounds. Bitim just behind him on 7 points and 4 assists. And then you have Mametolu and Ozdemelu with 6 points apiece. As for Belgium, Bako, the only player really stepping up offensively. He's got 12 points, 4 rebounds in the first half. Tabu with a couple of triples in his 8.5 minutes on the floor. Gave him his 6 points. But really, for Coach Djurja, huge changes are needed in the mindset of this Belgian team in the second half. They need to play some team basketball on the offensive end, and at the moment, that is really, really lacking. But they haven't left themselves an impossible task to overcome. If they can slow this Turkish offense down and start firing their own offense, particularly from outside, then they have a chance of coming away with a big road win as they try and make it to the World Cup. Remember, win or loss today for either of these teams won't seal their World Cup fate, but it is a big step forward to qualification if they can come away with the win. So there's a lot to play for, and the pressure will only build as the game progresses. Second half action coming up shortly. At the half, it's Turkey 43, Belgium 27.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Chenko Nice pass. Haran is blocked. Unceremoniously blocked.
But it's the former MVP who comes down the floor and brings the thunder.
Porzingis way downtown, just short, but good rebound. No good, balls loose. Porzingis comes in and skies.
Gets those nerves jangling in this humongous Serbian crowd again. Superstar versus superstar. Superstar shot. And Belgrade believes.
Oh, dangerous pass. Yabusele, 48, you don't want to foul him. He goes up for the dunk.
Nice pass to the corner as well. Extra pass on to Cloth. Cloth going behind the back. Dazzling dribble. What a move from Charlon Cloth. Tying the Spanish defense in knots.
Nurkic thought about launching it. He's going to take off. Oh my goodness me, are you kidding me? What a move from Nurkic. They're going to be talking about that one for a long time. Might just be the dunk of the qualifiers. Wow, look at this. Is he going to shoot it? No, and then he sees it open up, and he says, I'm going right at you, big fella. And he goes and he puts Poirier on the poster. Mitic drives, tough shot, wasn't a good shot. Now up ahead, they get it to Osman. What a catch, he scores, he was fouled. He was fouled, he's going to the line. A chance to tie it. Turkey have risen from the dead in remarkable fashion. Kalinic launches it from midcourt. Oh, you're kidding me. Can it get any worse for Turkey? Nikola Kalinic just throws a nail in the coffin beyond half court.
Giannis now looking to get things going. He got it by Kevin Tumba. Giannis now looking to spin around.
Giannis, oh baby! Giannis Antetokounmpo just serves up Kevin Tumba.
Welcome back to Istanbul, halfway through this 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifier between Turkey and Belgium. Turkey lead by 16. Not for the lack of trying from Ismail Bako. He's at 12 points at a half, perfect from the field. 2 from 3 from the free throw line. He's done everything he can. The big man going to work hard on the glass as well. 4 rebounds in the first half, and he really was a problem early on for Turkey. They struggled to deal with him. He was the reason that Belgium had an early 6-0 lead in the game, but Turkey quickly flipped the script and turned this game on its head. And plenty of reasons for that, but none more so than this man here, Kabaicha, hitting threes. Getting to the basket, well, pretty much doing it all right now. 12 points at the half, 5 from 6 from the field, 2 from 2 from downtown. The only blemish on his report card is 0 from 2 from the free throw line. Has a couple of rebounds as well. But a second hat tip has to go out to Onur Bitem as well. At the half, he has 7 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. But what a first half for Turkey. They will be more than happy with how this game is going. They lead by 16. This was an evenly contested game, or the expectation was that it was going to be an evenly contested game. These two teams at the moment, Belgium sitting with a 3-win, 3-loss record in third in Group I here in the European qualifiers, whilst Turkey down in fifth, 2-win, 4 losses. That's where they sit at the moment. If things carry on as they are, these two teams will have the same record at the end of the day, 3 wins, 4 losses, and really will throw the cat among the pigeons here in Group I. Other game going on in Group I at the moment is in Greece. In fact, it is now finished. Latvia on the road, a 20-point win against Greece. What does that mean? Well, that means by the end of the day, Latvia may have secured their World Cup spot. That win for Latvia means that if either Belgium or Serbia lose today, then Latvia will be on their way to the World Cup next year. Expect the unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis, to be on that plane more than likely, and expect some very big plays from him next year. There's the man of the moment for Turkey. 12 points for Kabaycha. 3 from 4 from 2 points, 2 from 2 from downtown. And he is 21 years of age. What an exciting prospect. The Galatasaray forward is for Belgium. Bako leads their scoring with 12. Tabu came on and did a good job. Backup point guard. Ended up with 6 at the half, 2 triples to his name. And this is where their scoring has struggled. Libert is the third top scorer, and he has only 2 points. That tells you a lot about the game for Belgium in the first half. They've relied heavily on their big man, Ismail Bako. Yes, he can produce. He's perfect from the field. 12 points at the half. He's on track to have his best game in the qualifiers. Previously, it was a 17.7 rebound display against Great Britain. He's looking to surpass that today. And he is a scoring machine. Double digits in 5 of the 6 qualifiers that he's played in so far. But he needs other players in that Belgian team to step up offensively. They need to be scoring more than 27 points in the second half. Realistically, they're going to need to have a 50-point half. They're going to have to almost double their scoring rate in that second half, whilst playing some pretty good defense against Turkey on the other side of things. It's a big ask. It's not impossible. This Belgian team have been impressive throughout these qualifiers. But one thing I would say is this Turkish team look very, very good right now. If I'm a Turkish fan in the crowd like them, I'm a bit excited like that young man there. I am super excited for what this Turkish team are capable of. Definitely worth the selfie for sure. Once they finish doing that, I'm sure they're going to download the official FIBA World Cup app as well. As you should at home, jump onto your devices, available on iOS and Android, so no excuses. You need to get that onto your phones. Could she be a future star basketball player in the making, being inspired by the action today? That little girl certainly got some ups. And the crowd are in party mode already right now. Team lead by 16. You can understand why they feel this way. It's always a great night out, the basketball here in Istanbul, and the crowd certainly bring everything back to the game as well. That's that young man, Bako. He's done everything he can, to be fair. As you can see, 1 against 3 at times, and he's still grabbing the offensive rebound. It's just not been enough. There's the triple from Scotty Wilbekin. Bako back at it again, and when they play good team basketball, Belgium are tough. They really are tough. The issue they've had in the first half is they've just not lent on each other as a team. They've relied on individual talent, and that will have to stop in the second half if Coach Georgia wants to come away with this road win. Coach Atterman will be happy. His team have done half the job so far, but he's also more than experienced enough to know that it is just half a job so far. And that this Belgian team are a threat if they don't stay fully focused and together as a team today. There's the QR code. Get your devices out, scan that. It will take you straight to where you need to be to download the official FIBA World Cup app. Definitely worth downloading. Second half action underway here in Istanbul. 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifier. This is game day 9. This is Turkey versus Belgium. We're halfway through this one. Turkey hold a 43-27 lead right now as they try and restart their qualification campaign. There's the quick score though. Bako again. And what did I say? That was team offense. That is Belgian brand of basketball that wins them basketball games. If they can stick to that, if they can lean on each other and trust each other, got a chance of getting their way back into this one. Early foul call on Libert, who ties up Scotty Wilbekin down low. Yeah, it's just that left arm across him that the officials aren't having. By all means, you can stand your ground and take that contact on the chest. You just can't wrap your arms around him. Only the first foul for Libert, though, so no foul worries for him. Almost stolen away. Little right-hand floater as the shot clock expires. Eventually the rebound pulled down by Mwema. That signals the noise to arrive from the crowd here in Istanbul. It is a tough place to come and play against Turkey, that is for sure. Mwema, wing three, rattles it home. What a start to the second half for Belgium. This is what they needed. They're within 11 now. A few more nerves and a bit more quiet around the arena. Libert is going to get called for another foul as he tries to tie Wilbekin up again. Off the ball again. It's just the arms. He's not keeping them out the way, using them to obstruct Wilbekin's progression. Shot goes up, is good. What's being called? I think it's an illegal screen. I think Kabacha is called for the foul. Yeah, absolutely. Right, cool. He's literally physically shepherding away the defense. Third foul on Kabacha. That could be a problem. Didn't want to pick that one up this early. Interested to see how Coach Atterman deals with that. Libert now hands it away. Akizila skips it, and Mwema, wing three again. Oh, this time it's in and out. Almost a perfect replay of the previous possession for Belgium. Still an 11-point lead here for Turkey. 5-point swing, though, since the start of the second half in favour of Belgium. Akizili there, just trying to jump over the screen, but jumps into Wilbekin instead. Sideline ball for Turkey. Belgium already 3 fouls. And we're not even 2 minutes into this quarter. Expect Turkey to have quite a few trips to the free throw line. Bit him. Trying to shape up Bako. It's long two. No good. Good defense there once again by Belgium. Akizili. Akizili goes baseline. Has to come back out. Libert Akizilla, corner 3, is flat. Rebound eventually pulled in by Demalu. Bittin drives in, goes strong. Can't get it to go though. The defense stands much stronger in this second half. Belgium flooding the paint to make it hard for Turkey to get those scores that they were finding easy in the first half. Akizilla goes to the wing. Oh, and the 3-ball is good. Wow, what a start to the second half for Belgium. That Gillet 3 brings them back now within 8. Who saw this coming? I'm not sure I did. Coach Atterman forced into a very early timeout in the second half. An 8-0 run to start the third quarter for Belgium. Let's jump into the huddle and see what Coach Atterman has to say.
One down. Dikkat oynuyorum. One down. Senle. Al. Hadi hücumda biraz daha dikkat. Kontrolü pikleri iyi yapar. Savunmana sürekli el üstü atmaya başladı. Biraz daha adamın yakın gel. İçine girin adamlar. Hadi.
Just a reset timeout there from Coach Atterman. His team know what they need to be doing. They just need to execute right now. That said, we saw a similar start to the first half, to be fair. It was a 6-0 run that started the game. As we see the great and the famous of Turkish basketball courtside watching this one. Very thoughtful there. I wonder what his thinking needs to change up for Turkey here in the second half. Just an 8-point lead now, 7 minutes to play in the third. As I said, Belgium came out in the first quarter and had a 6-0 start to the game. Wilbekin, 3-ball. Not enough this time. And Wemmer puts the Jets on, slows it down. Libert. Akizilla. A wrestling match taking place in the low post right now. Akizilla has to fade away as the defense matches him. Rebound eventually pulled in. Amutalu. Inside, needs to go to work. Foul's going to be called on Bako. Osmani close to getting called for a 3-second violation, but Bako just puts his hands on him as Wilbekin heads to the bench for Turkey. Osmani hits the first of his 2. Had 12 points against Latvia earlier in the qualifiers. Back to the line for the second. Psychological edge to this one if he can make it. Back out to a double-digit lead. That'll settle some nerves with the fans, and that will have a ripple effect to the players, that's for sure. That one's off the legs of Mometalu. That'll remain Belgian ball on the sidelines. Coach Atterman will have known that the Belgian team are a team that has the ability to put together a strong few minutes, and that his team will have had to withstand a little bit of an onslaught. That one goes inside, and Bako is fouled hard, this time by Kirksall. Bako will head to the line for 2 shots on the back of that foul. help had to come down. Yeah, easy call for the officials to make. Mamatalu giving up 15 centimeters in that fight. Bako hits the first of his two. As the fans behind the basket do their best to put him off. It doesn't work though, as he drains 2 from 2 from the line. Takes his tally to 16 now, still perfect from the field, 6 from 6 alongside 5 rebounds. Mamatalu slows it down. Big man, little man game run with Osmani. Ball eventually ends up with Osmani, but probably a little bit too deep to be fair. Stolen away now. Libert has to bring it back out, and Turkey's transition defense has been very, very strong. Belgium have tried to get out and run, and they've just seen a wall of white and red in front of them when they've looked up. And Mwema, that's a travel violation. Changed his pivot foot halfway through, as Sipahi provides ample defense. There you go, there's the pickup. Easy one for the officials there. As we see Omani head to the bench and Haltali come back in. Into the low post, Haltali looking to go to work, just using his size, a bit of bully ball against Bako, but Bako mans up and fights back just as hard. Haltali thought he would have it. Bako just wagging the finger a little, saying, no, you're not going to muscle me down, you're not going to bully me in the low post. I've got more than enough for you. Bako fouled again. I think Coach Georgia is just a little bit too optimistic that that one's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. Haltali leans across to try and steal the ball. Very opportunistic cry from the Belgian coach as Tabou comes back into the game. Bako at the line. The first is good. This is the second though. Easy rebound for Sipahi. Sipahi, little crossover in the lane, just magically opens up to him. If I didn't know better, I'd have heard him say open sesame and drive his way through on that one. Really did just open. Kirksall slows it down. Mamatalu for 3. And this is full flow Turkey yet again. Really does have a beautiful, pure shooting stroke. Any youngsters watching the game, that is a wonderful shooting form. Timeout's been called here in Istanbul. Let's listen to the Belgian huddle.
Go with the pick back, okay? Because they have door. If no pass to Thomas, same idea. Hey, they want to drop us here. We need to open line. We need to open line here. 2 passes needs to be open. Another thing, they see now on us under. We need to show under. Let's go, come on. 1, 2, 3.
Another replay, and you can never have too many replays as Mometalu enjoys it with the fans on the front row. And the fans here in the arena have certainly enjoyed the game so far. Plenty of smiles now after a nervy start to the second half. Turkey have settled the nerves. Their lead is at 12. Belgium still in this game, don't get me wrong. Tabou now being harassed by Kirksal. And Wema to the corner. Tabou open for three. Not this time. Rebound. Sipahi. Turkey happy to slow it down. They know their half-court offense produces. Kirksal. Backcourt violation. It's going to be a turnover and Belgian ball. Good defense by Tabou. As Akiazilla heads to the bench. Lecomte comes in. Kumba sets the screen again. Shot clock's going to expire. And really no heads-up play there from Tabou. Needs to have his wits about him a little bit more. Turkey to bring it back the other way from the turnover. Lecomte trying to match up, but physically isn't going to be able to stop Sipahi. Strong drive to the basket, batted away, but a foul. This time Toumba caught reaching in on Cyber. Cyber will head to the line for two shots. So much experience in this Turkish roster. Cyber just 23 years old, but already a double champion in Turkey for Anadolu Efes. Really multiple champions on this Turkish roster. So many trophies between them. There's the press defense. Are they going to get it over? They just manage. Lecomte will slow it down, but plenty of time taken off the shot clock. Sure, that's part of the plan for Turkey. 5 seconds now, and they've not done much with it. And Wema will have to put a shot up. Toumba puts up a bit of a brick. Rebound eventually, though, falls in favor of Dazou. But that's turnover and will become Turkish possession. It feels like after the exuberance of the first 3 or 4 minutes of this quarter, normal service has been resumed here in Istanbul as Turkey just have control of the game. Interesting little change, though, is that it's the Turkish defense at the moment that's completely running the show here. As you see Kirksal, smart play, just swings the arms through. He knows it's an automatic foul call on Tabou. First is good. The good and the great. Turkish basketball on show courtside, showing their appreciation for the national team, the guys that are suited up. Kirksal rattles home the first, misses the second. Toumba's going to get called for the foul, though, as he just pushes Haltali out the way. Another foul on Toumba. Yeah, just gets caught napping a little bit. And shoves Haltali out the way. Haltali back at the line. Second foul on Toumba. Belgium have been in the penalty for a long while now. Haltali hits the first of his two. Just 19 years old, Furkan Haltali. Another example of why Turkish basketball fans should be so excited about this next generation coming through. More than half the roster on show today are 24 or below. Tumba gets it, almost throws it away. As Tumba ends up in the front row on the lap of some fans. It will be Turkish ball on the sideline. Sapahi at the top. Good ball movement, wide open. Marmetalu unusually misses that one. Kirksell there. He misses as well. And this is the only thing at the moment keeping Belgium in the game. Just a little bit of loose play from the Turkish team. Not killing the game off with the shots that they're creating for themselves. Lecomte drives inside, throws the long pass out, but that's just going to fly straight out of bounds. And coach Djerdje just frustrated at his team right now. They're losing their unity, they're losing their cohesion. Samardzic comes into the game. And Mwema heads to the bench. And I think the frustration for the Belgian coach is he knows how well this team can play and they're just not playing at the level that they can. Sapahi picks up the foul off Dazou this time, and Sapahi will head to the line. Another easy call for the officials. Just confusion in the assignments and the switching. Sapahi hits the first of his two. 3 points for him now, alongside 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Really has been a team effort here for Turkey. Misses the second rebound though, pulled in by Cyber. Waits for the screen from Haltali. There's the pass. Oh, that is a beautiful pass. Good footwork by the big man as well. Haltali uses the pivot well. Gets the score. Lecomte slows things down. 20-point lead now for Turkey. They're starting to run away with this one. Samardzic throws it away. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Sapahi throws the lob to Haltali. Goes up and gets the score. Really punishes the mismatch that Belgium left him with. Almost stolen away into the corner. And Belgium at the moment really have no answers for how good this Turkish team are. Dazou hands it off to Lecomte, and Lecomte is fouled by Cyber. Yeah, and it was just Lecomte changing direction and trying to split the defense that caused Cyber the issue. Lecomte now waving away the screens, wants a little bit of isolation himself. Samardzic, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Lecomte goes inside, throws a prayer. Haltali blocks him, but a foul's been called right at the death of the shot clock. Coach Atterman saying what's he supposed to do but stand. The officials say he wasn't just standing. Foul called on Haltali. For me, that's a blocking foul there. It's not the arms. It's his lateral movement. He's not staying straight. He's not going directly backwards. He is moving sideways. It's the right call by the officials. Bit of a get out of jail though for Belgium. 1.4 seconds left on the quarter clock and pretty much no time was left on the shot clock. As Lecomte hits the first of his two. 87% prior to today's game from the free throw line, Manu Lecomte. Perfect with both. Gives a glimmer of hope as Sapahi launches the prayer at the end of the third. And another strong performance from Turkey. Belgium offered up some fight, but at the end of the third quarter, it's Turkey 60, Belgium 40. Here's your shooting percentages. As you can see, Turkey doing a great job from outside, 41% compared to 25% from Belgium. It's going to have to be a Herculean effort here in the final quarter if Belgium are going to fight back into this one. Here are some of the top plays from that third quarter. And similar to the first quarter, Belgium had a lightning start. They got themselves back to within 8 of Turkey in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the quarter. But Turkey refound their feet, refound their composure, and just dominated the last 6 or 7 minutes of that quarter. Extended their lead back out to 20, a game high 20 now, and really a big ask for Belgium in this final quarter. If you think about it, what are we looking at? Belgium are going to have a 30-plus point quarter. And on top of that, they're going to have to hold Turkey to 10 to 15 points. That is a huge ask. Not impossible. Belgium are one of those teams that have the ability to turn it on at both ends of the floor. They're not just a scoring team or not just a defensive team. They do have both chances. It's easier for them probably defensively to do the job than offensively, but they're going to have to do both here today if they're going to come away with the win. Remember, this is part of the qualification campaign for the 2023 FIBA World Cup taking place in Indonesia, Japan, and the Philippines next year. Both these teams want to be there. All of these players want to be there. But there are only 12 spots available in Europe, 3 of which will come out of this group. Fourth quarter action underway in Istanbul. World Cup qualifier, game day 9. Turkey lead by 20 over Belgium at the end of 3. Oh, swatted away. Tumba bats that one back to where it came from. Dazou, 3 ball. And this is what Belgium need, but they need to do it for the full 10 minutes. So far, they've had a good 3 or 4 minutes at the start of the first and the start of the third. They now need to string 10 minutes of perfection together to come away with what would be a huge upset win now. Bitim, just strength to the basket. Get out of my way, says Onrat Bitim. Dazou goes to the wing to Tabu. Tumba sets the screen for him. Nothing there to roll to the basket though, and it's stolen away. Foul's going to be called on Dazou as he spills possession. And this is a common sight in international basketball now. In fact, any basketball, players, coaches, and everyone asking for an unsportsmanlike foul. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a huge fan of players, coaches, and everyone asking for it. Leave it to the officials. It will be a regulation foul. I think the officials just asking Coach Atterman, do you want a challenge? Are you going to use your coach's challenge at this stage? And Coach Atterman says, no, I'm not going to use my official challenge. I just think it should have been upgraded. Tunçar throws the lob. Oh, the alley-oop almost there for Bitim. Couldn't quite finish it. That would have been huge. That would have been on the top of 3 Belgian players. There's the pass. Does remind me of a young Blake Griffin. He really does. Just strength, exuberance, a joy, and just a determination with the way he plays the game. Love it. It's the first of his 2 free throws. He's had a good game. Up to 11 points now, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. More importantly, it's helped his team no end work their way towards a potentially huge win here. And this really would be a big win for Turkey. Qualification campaign hasn't necessarily gone the way that they wanted it to. They entered this second round with a 2-2 record. They lost their first 2 games in the qualification window back in August. They really do need to pick up 2 wins here in this window. Lecomte now for Belgium. Pulls up, 3 ball. Rattles it home. $18-point lead now for Turkey. A little over 8 minutes to play. A little bit of time management will come into this game now. Kabacha hands it back. Zach throws it away. Tumba gets the loose ball. Travelling violation is going to be called on Kevin Tumba. Another turnover for Belgium. There's the steal. Yeah, absolutely. Came down with it. Good call by the official. Only thing potentially that Belgium could claim was that he wasn't in control of the ball, didn't have possession. Looked like he did to me. Tunça, a little bit of a weave at the top. Bit him, moves it back out. Kabacha gets the easy score. Have to love how Kabacha plays the game. Really plays a really nice style of basketball. Very versatile as a player as well. Offensive foul is going to be called. That one on Samardzic. Let's have a look. Well, that's the right call. It's that extension of the left arm. You can keep it locked out, but you can't flail it to try and create the separation you want. Kabacha now hands it back. Once again, ball in the hands of Bitim. 3-pointer. Didn't even see the net move then. That is pure shooting at its finest. Timeout called here in Istanbul as the lead is up to 24 points now. A little over 7 minutes to play. As Bitim, look at the net. Doesn't even move. That's how good that shot was. That's how accurate his jumper was. Didn't even see the net flex. Let's jump into the huddle for Coach Georgia. Why not? Let's look again at that beautiful jumper. Rattling through the ring with ease. As Bitim takes his personal tally to 14. Alongside Kabacha, he's the leading scorer for Turkey. What can Belgium do in this final 7 minutes? Can they do what many would see as the impossible and fight their way back into this game? Or will it be a damage limitation exercise? Try and reduce the deficit as much as they can. Points difference will have an impact. Offensive foul is going to be called on Van Vliet. And Coach Georgia just doesn't get it. He really doesn't. He doesn't understand why his team are self-destructing and have done for a huge amount of the game today. Van Vliet with his second foul. Belgium now in the penalty as well. Kabacha hands it off. Back to Tunça. Kabacha, that one's short. Comte will put it out. Van Vliet. I'm not sure what Van Vliet is doing right now as he misses a layup. Looked like he tried to dunk it and just completely fluffed it. Georgia is going to go and have a quick chat with him to find out what's going on. Let's have a look at the replay. Looked really weird. And that is the response you would expect. I think that's how Belgian basketball fans are feeling right now. Head in your hands. Kabacha there with his fourth foul though. Lecomte comes back out. Van Vliet misses the three, but the long rebound falls back into Belgian possession. Tabou looks to throw it into the low post. The foul's going to be called. Hazach with the foul, as he just pulls Van Vliet back. First foul for him, though. And Turkey certainly not in foul trouble right now. Just a second team foul at the quarter. A little over 6 minutes to play here in Istanbul, as Turkey look like they're making their way towards a third win in the qualifiers. Tabou off target. Where's the ball end up? It's come off the hand of Dazou. Baseline ball for Turkey. Coach Ataman will make a couple of changes here. Hazach comes out of the game. Back in comes the hot hand, Mohamadou. Tunçer up over the half, being guarded closely by Samardzic. Oh, that is great footwork by Bitim. Oh, strong play, gets the and one. Samardzic struggled at times in today's game, but definitely has the talent to make an impact for this Belgian team. That's a tough play. Just 185 and going in amongst the trees. Tabou will head to the bench as Libert comes back in. Misses the bonus, but the rebound is batted back and Belgium will go again. Still a 24-point lead for Turkey, though. 5.5 to play. Van Vliet throws it away. Well intercepted by Cyber. Tunçer now finds Bitim. Bitim will fancy his chances here, but he'll come back out. And Motalou looks to throw it into the rolling Kabacheba. He doesn't roll far enough, or the pass is a little bit too far from Motalou. So it'll be another turnover, and the game's become a little bit scrappy, understandably so from Turkey's perspective. They just want to roll this one out now. They want to do a little bit of time management, see the game through. They're up by 24. This is an important win for them if they can secure it. For Belgium, they want to take, and once again Van Vliet just loses his footing and loses the handle. He's having a little bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you, and then runs back straight away and fouls. I'm Coach Georgia for feeling Van Vliet will be back on the bench pretty soon. This is a game that I think Van Vliet will quite happily forget pretty soon. 3 fouls for him now, 4:44 left on the clock. Kabacha hits the first of his 2 free throws. Such an important game today's game was for Turkey. Currently sitting 5th in this group. Top 3 go through to the World Cup. 2-4 record. Belgium on a 3-3 record. Looks like Turkey are going to move to a 3-4 record. Exactly the same as Belgium. And this may go down to the last game as we see the breakaway. Tunçer gets the score. As I say that, this might go down to the last game of the qualifiers. Monday the 27th of February, the reverse of this fixture will take place in Belgium. What a game that could be. It could be winner heads to the World Cup, loser goes home. Let's listen to the huddle now for Coach Georgia.
Alex, come off. Stay wide.
And I think it's pretty clear now that from Belgium's perspective, this is about the head-to-head record, because they know it could come down to this. It could come down to the head-to-head between these two teams. It could come down to baskets, points, so many aspects of whether either of these teams head to the World Cup. So the result is one thing, and that seems to be heading the way of Turkey, but there's still plenty at stake here in Istanbul in this game today. Samardzic looking for options in front of him. There is literally nothing right now. The Turkish team just closing off everything. Lovely cut from Samardzic though, but he was tracked and traced and made an impossible shot. Mutlu comes back to the top. Sapahi now. Kabacha with the lovely pass and the easy finish for FIBA. And the Turkish lead is up to 30. Van Vliet for three. Misses the shot. Bit in with the easy rebound. Fourth rebound of the game for him, alongside his 16 points. Bitim and Kabacha fighting to be the top scorer today, both on 16. Bitim, three ball, takes himself to 19. And I have been very impressed by Onuralp Bitim, the 23-year-old, really stepping up. Van Vliet, another three attempt for him and another miss. And the margin of victory for Turkey is important. They're going to want to push on. They want to open this game up as much as they can. One for the head-to-head with Belgium, but two just generally getting more points on the board will help them in other matchups if it comes down to it. Mehmetalu doesn't get the score. Looked like it was going to drop, but instead the foul is going to be called there on Sapahi. Turkey not in the penalty though. So it'll just be sideline possession for Belgium. As we see Makwa come into the game for the first time. Samardzic head to the bench. Dazou fakes the three, drives inside. Makwa nails the three from the corner. Why do we only see him now? Under 2 minutes to play. Bitim skips it. Good ball movement. Sapahi drives in. Has to come out. Kabacha just off target with that one. The trajectory looked good. The shot just wasn't right. Almost hits the between the rim and the backboard. Foul called. So as Dumalu will head to the free throw line. Osmani comes back into the game for Kabacha, as he takes the round of applause, the deserved round of applause. Big game for him, 16 points. This truly is exciting for Turkish basketball. The amount of young talent we've seen today. Bitim 23, Kabacha 21, Haltali 19, Osmani 24. Wow. Bright, bright future. Akizila slows it down. 90 seconds to play. Slides to the basket, gets the score. Sapahi finds Bitim. Another three ball goes up. This one's off target. Much better defense that time from Belgium, offering up a bit more resistance than they have in previous possessions. Makwa comes up short with the finger roll. Demirlu. Demirlu hands it off. There's the trail and the foul. That one on Akiyazila. That will send FIBA to the line. Another one of the young prospects for Turkey. 23 years old. FIBA hits both the free throws. Looks new automatic from the free throw line as he goes there. Bitim will head to the bench. That's a phenomenal performance by him today. Really leading the way at times. 19.6 rebounds, 5 assists and a block, including 5 from 5 from the free throw line. That is a hell of a performance from him. Sapahi at the top. About 8-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Shapes things up. Doors closed out on him though. They are going to have to take a shot. Goes inside. Foul called. Osmani now will have a trip to the free throw line. Two from two so far from the free throw line. Merjan Osmani. Wonderful atmosphere from the crowd here in Istanbul. They always raise the level of their support when it's the national team. And you see the national team increase their effort, increase their performance. It's no real surprise the last World Cup medal for Turkey was here in Istanbul. I remember it well, back in 2010. And that one's stolen away, but that will be the last play of the game. And that is a huge win for Coach Ataman, a huge win for Turkish basketball. Their World Cup hopes are hanging by a thread, but they've come away with the win. It's Turkey 86, Belgium 52. Here are your shooting percentages from today's game. As you can see, Turkey just cleaning up across the board. No weaknesses in their game on show. Whilst Belgium had glimmers of what they could do, but it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough to come away with the win here today. 20 turnovers in the game as well, hurt them dearly. They'll have to reset now and go again. Top scorer Bitim with 19 for Turkey. Bako, the big man, with 17 for Belgium. Now, all eyes for both of these teams will move to Monday's game. Big performance here from Turkey. Appreciation shown both ways, fans to players and players to fans. They certainly have a symbiotic relationship. When the fans are enjoying themselves, the players certainly raise the game. Here are some of the highlight plays from that second half of action. Bako did his best for Belgium early on in the game and early in the second half as well. And Belgium just generally as well had strong starts to the first and third quarters. They were back within 8 in that early going of the third quarter, but Turkey just found their form. But Ismail Bako did what he could. Only Belgian player in double digits today. Played under 16 minutes, but still ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds to his name. 6 from 6 from the field, 5 from 7 from the free throw line. That is a big performance from Bako. As for Turkey, 2 players in double digits, really having a shootout in that second half to see who was going to lead all scorers. In the end, it was Bitim. 24 minutes of action, he ended up with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, but not far behind him was Kabacha, who ended with 16 points, 4 rebounds as well. Big plays throughout. All 12 players for Turkey ended up on the scorebook. A real team effort And to be honest, one of the best Turkish performances I've seen in a while. Came in with composure, control and confidence. They fed off the atmosphere here in the arena in Istanbul. They put a show on and they really showed why they should be at the World Cup next year. With regards to the group, Group I is a really interesting one. One thing from this result, Latvia now confirmed as qualifying for the World Cup next year. They're on a 6-1 record after beating Greece. And with Belgium losing, that secures Latvia one of the 3 spots here. That leaves 2 places left. And it can be made up from Greece, Belgium, Serbia, Turkey or Great Britain. The win here today for Turkey really strengthens their claim. They move to a 3-4 record. Belgium also moved to a 3-4 record. Very, very interesting to see how this group is going to play out right now. One more game still taking place as we speak. Serbia versus Great Britain. That one's in Newcastle at the moment. But what a game we've had here in Istanbul. The crowd are now leaving the arena, but they've been given a treat. There are the scores so far. Greece going down by 20 to Latvia earlier today. And our result here, Turkey 86, Belgium 52. Throws this group wide open. Latvia have qualified for the World Cup next year, but who will be joining them? 2 more teams from this group will book a spot on the plane to Asia next year. This is the table as it stands right now. Turkey leapfrogged Belgium with that win. Belgium dropped to 4th, Turkey into 3rd, but all can change if Serbia beat Great Britain. Serbia will jump to 3rd. This Group I is wide open. 3 more games for all of these teams after today's games. All eyes now move to Monday. What a game we've had here, though, in Istanbul. Turkey looking phenomenal throughout.